For 10 years, I've been struggling to make films. I've tried to make stuff I believe in, but I'm always let down. Instead, I've decided to document my life and struggle to create. Growing up, I didn't think much about creating. I was born in a small industrial town, where most people have the same employer their whole lives. But I always had a hard time accepting that this is it, that my life was pre-decided as I swam out. While a lot of my friends went down a much more destructive and criminal path, I still did a lot of stupid things. The one thing that kept me out of jail is probably sports, and to have something that challenged me, something I thought society didn't do. Making art does the same, which is why it's fucked up that parents often look down upon young people with dreams of making things. But many of my then criminal friends were so much smarter than the ones that performed in school. What I think broke them down was society's discrimination of their ideas, as well as them not having enough patience for society to realize them. In a way, I think that they were too smart for their age, leading to a lot of disrespect towards older people. At least that's how I felt. This fuck the world mentality is what I think is needed to make a film or not. Refusing to accept rejection, or not giving a fuck if an idea is good or bad. Just trusting that you need to do it whatever happens. I love challenging myself to make impossible things. To me, the process is just as important as the result. Today I don't really give a fuck what people think about my films. I make them because I love to make them. It's similar to having a kid. You hate them screaming at night, but one freaking smile changes everything. And the reward of having them is so much greater than the little noise at night. With film it's the same. One standing ovation or just one person that loves what you do makes you forget about all the shit you had to put up with to get there. Unfortunately, I think little has changed since I was a kid. It's the same society that have their own ideas of what's possible and not. The same negative and simple-minded fucks that want to decide for you what you can and cannot do. Because of that, I've kind of made it my life mission to prove them wrong. This is why the second screening felt so important. Before, I didn't think the audience could get any more excited. But as Cleo and Nelson took to the stage after the screening, they freaked the fuck out. It was an amazing ending to the first part of our time in Toronto. With a success like that, we knew all we had to do was to get critics and broadcasters to watch the film. But that proved to be more difficult than we expected. After the screening, we worked with Clutch PR, who did an amazing job to get Cleo and Nelson to go on Canada's biggest morning show. After having been at the opening gala the night before, they went back to their apartment to continue to celebrate. Then they got into a limousine at 5:30 a.m. that was taking them to the morning show. As the driver said to the producer of the morning show, "I have 2 zombies in the car." But they got there and did their interview. During the whole interview, they held hands. It was such an amazing thing to see.
You know, you're abandoned by everybody, basically, but you've got each other. Yeah. Nelson, what do you love about Cleo? Why are you as tight as you are?
I met her when we were in high school, and even though she looked different from us, like she said she didn't know what she was, I just felt that she was someone who was really special. So someone who was trying to fit in, and we're all just there and didn't try to understand her from her point of view. And that drew me closer to her and closer to her. And eventually, like she said, we didn't know what being transgender was. We're all just so naive. Yeah. And then she came with all this literature, and this is what I actually am, and this is what I am. And from then on, it has been us going closer and closer. and see us pass through all this, but skills keeps us closer.
Later, Cleo met with Vice, and later Canadian Press did a special feature with the two of them. But we expected even more. To really push for distribution interest, having a review in Variety, IndieWire or Hollywood Reporter means a lot. It seemed like their main focus was on the Canadian and the high-profile films. Another thing we had against us was that we didn't have a US distribution lockdown. Without a premiere in the US, you're not likely to get reviews. So after having had two really amazing screenings, with the second standing ovation even bigger than the first, we know we have a fantastic film and the audience loves it. Yet we're conflicted by not being able to make enough people know about it. While we've been able to gain interest from every single channel we wanted in the world, distributors kept saying that broadcasters seldom buy LGBT films. They had experiences of great films selling to one fucking territory. So now I'm even more conflicted. On one hand, I want to prove them that I could sell this film myself. And on the other hand, I just hope a great distributor believes in it, so I can move on to the next project. If there's one thing I learned from this project, it's to not fucking listen to people's ideas of what's possible and not. With a little bit of experience, a great project, and Google, you can access anyone in the world. You don't need festivals like this to do that, but they make it easier to have the meetings in one place. Being from Sweden, it seems impossible to have a sit-down with HBO or CNN. Trust me, it's not. Just fucking make great things, and they will listen to you.
Expect rain to be heavy at times, especially this evening, and then once again late tonight, so be prepared for that.
Hope you liked the episode. If so, please subscribe, and please share it with anyone you think would like it. Alright, see you next week.